I'm going to show you how to add a pop of color to your laser cut earrings using nylon thread. I'm going to start out by measuring 9.5 inches, which is the predetermined length for this earring set. I'm going to double it over so that I can have a thread for each earring. I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to use a lighter and pliers to shape the ends. Because I'm using nylon thread, I can use flame to help shape it and keep it from unraveling. What I do is melt it, and then I use the pliers to flatten out the end so it's easier to fit through the holes of my earring. So I'm going to start through the smallest hole. I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to give myself a really long tail. And when I'm wrapping this earring right now, I'm going to wrap over that thread so it stays nice and snug. I'm going to go through the center, through the next hole down, and then I'm just going to keep wrapping in that pattern all the way until the large hole at the end. Now that you have the pattern, I'm going to go ahead and speed the video up so you can get to the end where we tie off. Now we're going to go ahead and stick that piece we've been weaving through the center here. I want to make sure it goes over that tail I left in the beginning. And then I'm going to grab my yarn needle. What I'm going to do with my yarn needle is I'm going to thread it over the tail I was weaving and then up through the rest of the loops that are on the earring. I'm going to use the tail from the beginning to thread my needle. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull it right on through. So now I'm using the needle to hold up this tail so that I can trim it and then use the lighter to melt it so it doesn't unravel. Here I'm using the needle to make sure that tail is sticking up so I'm not melting any other thread. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the other tail. Cut it off, melt the end. There's your earring. Now I'm going to speed up and show you the second one, same process, high speed. Now I'm going to put on the findings. Right here, oh sorry I'm out of shot, I am just adjusting the earring hook, making sure that it's in line and it's facing the right direction. Now using both my pliers, I'm going to go ahead and open this jump ring. Once it's wide enough, I'm going to slide on the top loop of my wooden earring and the earring hook, making sure the hook is facing toward the back of the earring. And then I'm going to close that jump ring nice and snug. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other earring. Again, just repeat the process. Open that jump ring, slide everything on, make sure that hook is facing toward the back. Nice and snug closing it. And there we are. I'm going to put some rubber stoppers on here and we've got a new pair of earrings. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. Follow me on Instagram and check out my Etsy store.